there, my name is Heather, and this is the Mindfully Messy Middle. If you are watching this, I want to forewarn you that I am not a doctor, I'm not a dietitian, I'm not some guru that's going to give you a weight loss plan. I am a dumpster fire of a midlife woman who is fumbling her way through perimenopause, all the changes that midlife brings, and I'm just trying to find my way, and I'm sharing what I learn and what I figure out and trying to create some sense of community. So if that sounds good to you, please hang out, because this week we are talking about a 1-month reset. And again, not a diet plan, not an exercise routine, not some quick catchy thing that's going to change your life overnight. It's a get to know yourself plan. For this video, we're going to keep it short, simple, and sweet, and I'm going to give you a week-by-week breakdown of things that you can do to get to know yourself a little bit better, because I don't know about you, but for me, midlife has left me feeling absolutely lost. Like, all the roles that I used to have, all the things that I used to do just don't seem to work anymore, and honestly, I don't know who I am anymore. You know, when the kids move out and you're not the full-time caretaker and parent, what fills that space? When you're not taking care of aging parents anymore, or maybe you are and you feel lost in that, what fills that space? So getting to know who you are now, I think, is kind of paramount to moving forward. Like, what do you want for this rest of your life, this next season of your life? And you don't have to figure it all out in one day. This is just an exercise that will help you gain some clarity on what works and what doesn't work, and what maybe we need to change and find better and different ways to do that suit us more now in the stage of life that we're in. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. This is a week-by-week plan, and the only thing that you will need for this week-by-week plan is a little bit of time throughout your day, maybe a notebook and a pen to carry with you, or if you don't like that, or don't have, don't carry a purse or whatever, and you want to just put it in your phone in your notes section, that's fine. But we do want to record our thoughts throughout these weeks, because at the end of each week there'll be a review for you to sit down and kind of take stock of what you have learned about yourself, and then at the end of the month we'll put all of it together. So let's start with week 1. This is simple, this is easy, this is not something that is going to change your life overnight. But again, we're just bringing more mindfulness into our day-to-day routines and kind of seeing what works and what doesn't. So for the first week, we want to see what affects your energy. I know that when perimenopause hit and my hormones went off that cliff, I got diagnosed with fibromyalgia, with so many chronic illnesses. I was bottomed out on energy. Nothing was working. I could not keep my eyes open, and I was so tired. This helps you go through your day-to-day for a week and just kind of track the things that give you energy and drain your energy. Like, take a week and jot down the things that feel calming. What actually builds your energy, and the things that are draining. Say it's work. It's those work meetings or those emails that you have to respond to, or the pressure of upcoming deadlines that is draining you out. What makes you feel renewed? Is it going for a walk? Is it playing with your pets? Is it art? Is it journaling? Whatever works for you. Jot those things down on a day-to-day basis and see just what sparks those feelings. If you notice you're feeling drained, grab out your little notebook or your notes app on your phone and make yourself a note. What is causing this? Like, I notice in the afternoons I am completely drained and I don't know what to do about it. That's fine. Write it down. You'll go at the end of the week and kind of take stock of all those things that you wrote down. So at the end of the week, you're going to look at those lists that you wrote, and maybe even compile them into a new list if you're a list maker. I'm a list maker. See what really drains you. What are the things that are just zapping your energy, and do you have to continue them? Now, of course, you can't quit your job. I know we'd all love to, but you can't quit your job just because it's draining your energy. But what can you do to better support yourself? through those meetings, through those emails, through those mid-afternoon slumps. Would giving yourself an afternoon snack or treat help you out? Just kind of feel yourself out on your day-to-day activities. And how can you get more of the things that you notice give you renewal, give you that sense of real restoration? And if you notice that there wasn't any real restoration, what can you add to give you that? And that's week 1. Week 2 is body awareness. So we're going to spend this week kind of being aware of the sensations in our changing bodies. Look, perimenopause brings on so many physical changes and so many things that I didn't even realize were related to hormones. Mood changes, body changes. My physical form has changed so much I don't even recognize myself. So for this week, we want to kind of focus on those bodily sensations. How many days do you wake up feeling puffy, bloated, miserable? How many days do you crave things just out of the blue? Spend your week kind of noting those sensations. I'm achy today, I'm tired today, I'm moody today. How do you feel when you wake up in the morning? What is your morning routine? Maybe write those things down. Midday, what's your energy level? What are your pain levels? Do you have pain and inflammation every day? And then at the end of the day, are you exhausted? Are you fighting sleep so that you can get some time for yourself? Review your nighttime routines. What do you do to help support sleep before you go to bed? Because that's another thing we're hitting in midlife, is that hormonal insomnia. Your cortisol spikes and you're waking up at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. What can you do to set yourself up for a better sleep at night? So at the end of this week, we're just going to sit down and kind of track those physical sensations. What were things that you noticed a lot of? What were things that you didn't notice at all? If you had no physical joy, no sensual pleasures, and by that I don't mean sexual, I mean sensual. Were there foods that just brought you great amounts of joy? Was touching your favorite blanket at the end of the day the most relaxing feeling for you? Note these things, because these are the signals that your body's giving you that we don't always pay attention to, and they're important. So at the end of the week, take stock, make lists, and review. Now, week 3. Okay, it's already become a habit. You've started writing everything down. In week 3, you want to examine your relationships with food and movement, because these things also change in midlife. We can't eat the way we did when we were 20. We can't eat the way we did when we were in our 30s. We can't do the same exercise routines, because those high intensity workouts and all the cardio that we were maybe able and capable to do at a younger age are now spiking our cortisol and making it harder to function. So spend that week kind of noting what kind of food choices you make. This is not a diet, and we are not passing judgment on any of our choices. But note that, okay, so I have this sugar craving at 3 and I ate an entire package of cookies and then I felt like shit. Just write that down. No judgment, okay? And at the end of the week, you want to examine not only the choices that you made with food, but the choices that you made with movement. Did you get any movement in? Are you mostly sedentary? Did you want to do something, but just not feel that you had the energy to do it? Okay, these are all things, and again, no judgment, folks, no judgment. Just examination. This is an experiment. We're learning ourselves. So we're learning what we need and what we're getting in the way of food and movement. And then we start to kind of make those lists and see, okay, these choices felt good in the moment, but had repercussions that I didn't really like, or I really wish that I had more time to go for a walk. How can I maybe change my schedule so that I can get that movement time in, because I know it makes me feel better. So that is week 3. And then for our final week, we're gonna put it all together, okay? You have a better understanding now of your day-to-day sensations, your choices, your routines. You're actually examining the things that you do on a day-to-day basis that maybe you're just doing out of habit because this is what you've always done, but that's not working for you anymore. So at the end of the 4th week, you want to take that week, this 4th week, and decide to add one thing and remove one thing. And then I want you to chart every day how that one thing that you've added and the one thing that you've removed has impacted you. So say you're very tired, right? You're very tired every day, and you decide that you want to add a supplement that's going to give you more energy, or you want to start taking creatine. So add that. Make that be your add for the week. Add that in every day. Write down when you take it, and then kind of note how that makes you feel. This is a self-experiment, right? We're seeing if it works for us, and if it doesn't, you don't have to keep doing it, but this is a way to track if it's helping you. Then we're going to remove that one thing. So what is the thing that is maybe harming you or holding you back from feeling your best and having that energy and having that balance in your mood? Is it that extra cup of coffee every day? Is it the sugary snacks late at night? Can you cut out one thing? Again, no judgment on this thing. We're just taking it out for a week and seeing if it really has any impact on our day-to-day life. And throughout the week, just jot down, hey, made it through the day, didn't have any sugar, really felt good. Or made it through the day and had sugar and it was terrible. And don't give up though. Next day, start over, see how it goes. You don't have to quit something just because on day 1 you feel like you've failed. It's okay. I did it. First day that I tried to do this, I said, okay, I'm not going to have any carbs. I'm not going to have any snacks. And then I sat down and ate half a bag of a party-size bag of Cheetos. Okay. And I did beat myself up for it. But the next day I woke up and said, you know what? New day, start over. See how it goes. And for the rest of the week, I did fine with that. So beating ourselves up doesn't help. It doesn't work. And let's not do that. Let's not pass judgment. So at the end of the week, that week, we're going to take stock of the things that we added, the things that we removed, and how that really had an effect, if it had any effect at all. Do we want to keep doing this? Is this something we want to keep in or out of our lives? That is week 4, and then your monthly review. So hopefully at the end of this month of intense observation of self, we come to an understanding of things that we like, things that we don't like, what we need, what we don't. And we wanted to ask ourselves some questions as we're looking back over our research. What are the things that you noticed that surprised you about yourself? What are the things that you have realized no longer fit your life? What things do you notice are lacking? Are you not getting enough rest? Is there not enough reset? Is there not enough joy in your life? And what do you really like about your life right now? What is a good thing that you name it? What's a good thing right now? Do you have more freedom in your schedule? Are you able to pursue interests that you weren't able to when you were rushing around as a mom or doing all these things for everyone else? What can you focus on that you like now? What is a good thing about this portion of your life? And what can you do consistently in the next month that's going to help with your mental, emotional, spiritual, physical self? Like what would your goal be for the next month? Now that you've done all of this and you've set all these routines in place, what can you do to make it a permanent change? And at the end of all of this, don't forget to reward yourself. You just did something major. You just started a relationship with your midlife self that you really needed. And I encourage you to keep going with it. If this video helped you at all, if you found any of this helpful, I would appreciate if you would leave me a comment, like, subscribe, come back for more, because we're going to go through this journey together. Look, like I said, I am fumbling through this myself, and I'm just sharing things that I have done that have helped me come to a place of understanding about myself. And I will also share the things that I have done that did not help me, so that maybe you don't get hurt too.